guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Azenda Marytheresa and you are watching The Adventures of Marissa. So on today's episode of The Adventures of Marissa, I'm going to be explaining to you how deleting Instagram saved my life. It's not some crazy story. It's not like someone was stalking me. It wasn't actually a person. It was a thing that was destroying me gradually and progressively until it got to a point where it was like almost too much. It wasn't almost too much, it was too much. Yeah. So I'm going to be talking to you about anxiety. So anxiety is caused by stress, and hold on a second, I need to get this right. A dibba. You know, I can't come and be speaking gibberish for you guys. You guys gotta trust me on this one. So anxiety is an emotion characterized by tension. It is characterized by worried thoughts and physical changes that increases your blood pressure, your heart rate, causes muscle tension. Yeah. So whenever I was on Instagram, I used to have these feelings of fear. I would be scared that I wouldn't make it. I would always be scared that, oh my God, I'm gonna fail. And let me tell you why. It's because I watched other people, like social media is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, okay? I used to watch a lot of people show their lives on social media and it made me feel very insecure about myself. I started feeling like I was a loser. I started feeling like I was never going to make it, and it really put me in a situation where I was always scared. I was always worried. I was always in fear of failing. And then it started affecting my studies too. I'd spend so much time on Instagram and I wouldn't really focus on my books. I would spend so much time worrying that I'd fail. And I'd be walking into my failure. So it really messed up my study schedule, my sleep routine, everything. I just had to delete Instagram. And so I did. I deleted Instagram in October 2023. I'm saying it like it's like a long time ago, but it's not. Okay. So I deleted it in October, and ever since then, the panic attacks I've experienced have reduced. I'm going to tell you about panic attacks. It just happens spontaneously, like it just out of nowhere. It just comes up and just consumes your whole thoughts and everything is just like that. It was horrible, very horrible for me. I used to experience it a lot in class because I was around a lot of people and I felt like a lot of people were judging me. I don't know why I thought that, okay? But I just felt like everyone was watching me, judging me, talking crap about me, and I was so worried. I couldn't focus in class and I'd have a panic attack in class. For me, my own symptoms were I'd be so weak. Sometimes I couldn't move. Sometimes I'm like stuck in one position and I can't move my feet. My friends would be like, okay, just take excuse and leave the class, and I can't. My eyes would get puffy, my face would get swollen, and it was bad. It was bad. My neck would feel like someone's like choking me, and it was horrible. I realized that it's because I spent so much time watching other people's lives. I started comparing their lives with mine. When I came on IT, which is like this internship program thing that they do for students in Nigeria, I spent some time away from Instagram and I thought it was gonna work, but then I went back to Instagram, which like didn't work at all, and it just came back. So for 4 months straight, I had recurrent panic attack. Like every single time I'm in a crowded area, when I'm around people like I'm not used to, I really couldn't deal with all of that. Like when I'm around a lot of people, when I'm placed in a situation where I have to perform in front of people, like talk in front of people, it'd be so hard because I'd be so anxious and my words kept leaving my mind, like they weren't there anymore. So like if I'm doing a presentation, I don't know what to say, even though I've practiced for days. It was bad, very bad. So I spent more time with myself. For the social anxiety, I kept putting myself out there. I kept going out. I kept showing up in front of people and hoping that it would go away. It kind of did go away for some time, but then it didn't go away completely. It's still there, but like not as much as it used to be. The symptoms of normal anxiety, normal panic attacks are dizziness, restlessness, soreness. In fact, you just not be yourself. Okay, that was how it was. You'd have increased heart rates, and like sometimes you feel like your heart is beating in your hand. Sometimes you feel like your heart is like coming out of your mouth. Like you can hold your heart in your hand, and it was bad. It was horrible. It is horrible because I still experience it, but not as much. Since after deleting Instagram, it just made the whole thing much easier because I felt like the tension that I put on myself wasn't there anymore, you know? But the reason we have panic attacks, so if you do have panic attacks, is because you're stressed out. It can be any type of stress, mental, emotional, and physical stress can cause panic attacks. Thoughts like fear, worrying, and any type of emotion like sadness or anger, okay? Anger can cause, and I was always angry that my life wasn't as perfect as the people I saw on Instagram. Do you understand what I'm saying? I always compared myself to them. I was so pissed. I was sad at the same time because, oh my God, I don't know where to start from to get to where they are. It really put a lot on my shoulders, and I couldn't breathe half of the time. And when I'm like, oh my God, I can't breathe, I seriously can't breathe properly. I started breathing out of my mouth, and the air was painful. So it was hard. And it is hard because I had a panic attack before doing this video, and I think I'm having one now. I'm gonna insert some clips that are gonna show you, because I'm here on my laptop. It's getting lost by itchy and I'm tired. So the way I was able to relieve myself of all of that was to delete, unsubscribe, unfollow, block. Every single thing that was giving me anxiety, I just cut it out. And the way I was able to cope with this anxiety, I'm still coping with this anxiety, is regular exercise, relaxation, and deep breathing. These help. Like the deep breathing, I breathe in and out 10 times. And for the exercise, I'd follow workout routines on YouTube. And I usually jog and skip, which would like take my mind off of worrying and take my mind off of fear. As I'm doing this video right now, I'm actually super scared. I am having a panic attack, and I feel like the words I'm saying are not coordinated, and they're very disorganized. But I'm still gonna post this video because I didn't come all the way from 3 panic attacks just to not post this. Okay, panic attacks can last. My panic attacks, no, they're not mine, go for beat. Panic attacks that disturb me, that affect me, last for some minutes, sometimes half an hour. So it really does a lot to your mind, you know? So if you are a person who suffers or experiences panic disorders are recurrent panic attacks, okay? Don't get it twisted, okay? So if you have panic disorders, experience panic attacks, you should try exercising frequently, avoid alcohol, smoking, and don't do drugs, okay? Don't do drugs. When you do all of this, when you avoid all of this and do the exercises, do the deep breathing exercise, you can even do yoga. I think yoga is part of it, but I don't do yoga. I just exercise, breathe deeply, and focus on myself, and then it all just starts coming back. So my panic attacks all started in secondary school, my final year of secondary school, which was when I had this fight with my friends, and I had this mix of emotions. I was sad, I was scared, and I was worried. So when all of this happened, that was my first panic attack. So I thought it would all go away because I graduated. Because when I graduated, I thought that, oh, I'll never see them again, so I would never panic. I would never have a panic attack. But when I went to university, I didn't experience it the first year. It was my second year in university. That was like my 200 level. I felt so scared. I was so scared that I'd fail. I'd bring shame to my family, which is so exaggerated. I was worrying, I was sad, and I was angry. I was a very angry girl. I was so angry. So anger and sadness caused me emotional stress, which made me panic a lot. I was so, stress equals panic attacks. It's the major cause of panic attacks. So I was always stressed mentally. In 200 level, I was so stressed. I was emotionally stressed because I was always sad and angry, and I was always worried I'd fail. But guess what? I didn't fail. But yeah, it really caused that panic for me. Right now, I'm having a panic attack, but I'm not thinking about it as much. Sometimes when I feel like I'm about to have a panic attack, I think of my problem as a bubble and I pop it in my head, and then it all goes away. But then eventually it comes back and I keep popping that bubble until I don't think about it anymore. So this helped. I did this mind relaxation thing where I'd sit down and listen to raindrops and close my eyes and meditate. I'd exercise. I'd exercise frequently. I jog, I skip, I do workout routines. Yeah, so it was a way to keep fit and a way to avoid having panic attacks. I was so stressed out. Symptoms of panic attacks are restlessness, dizziness, high blood pressures, increased heart rates, and muscle tension, soreness in your muscles. So I think I'm done with this video. So guys, we've come to the end of the video. I hope I was able to help you understand how deleting Instagram saved my life. Literally. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope I've been able to help you. If you suffer from this, I hope I've been able to help you. Oh God, why am I panicking? Guys, we've come to the end of the video. If you suffer from panic attacks, panic disorders, or social anxiety, I hope I've been able to help you with these little points of mine. Bye guys, see you next time. Mwah. I hope this is rolling. I want to mention that God was a very important factor in my healing process, because I haven't fully healed, but I'm in the process, and He has been such a great impact to the fixing of me. I pray every time. Let me just explain this to you. In as much as I did all the treatments, the exercises, the meditations, they would have never worked if I didn't pray about this. I prayed away this problem. I prayed continuously. They wouldn't go away. They are still here, but not as much as they were, because God did what He had to do to fix me. So I was broken. I felt like I was broken, and God just put me inside His little box and shaked the feeling out of me, threw me back, and here I am, fixing, healing. So I hope the Lord does the same for you too. Don't forget to talk to somebody about this problem. I know, talking about your panic attacks, let me just tell you how it is. I'm having a panic attack while telling you about my panic attacks. That's how it is. I'm having a panic attack about telling you about my panic attacks, which is like horrible. But you still need to talk to somebody about it because nobody knows what's going on with you except you. And you need to explain this to somebody if you want anybody to even understand what you're going through. You need to also pray, go for therapy, take medications if your physician prescribed it. Go for therapy and pray. Pray, pray, pray. Be consistent with your therapy. Be consistent with your medications if they have prescribed some for you, and you'll be fine. It's just a matter of time, honey.